Welcome to Conshpere, your front row seat to the future of innovation. All right, real talk. What if your next phone is not a phone? Today we're exploring a game-changing question. Will smart eyewear take over the smartphone? From Apple and Meta to Google's Android XR, the race is on to move your screen from your pocket to your face. In this episode, we're breaking it all down: tech, business, ethics, and what it means for how we live. Let's step into the future.
Hey Sophia, ready to dive into the future of mobile tech today?
Always. Smart eyewear is on the radar big time. We're not just talking about gimmicky glasses anymore.
Yeah, this isn't Google Glass circa 2013. We're talking about Meta, Apple, Android XR, heavy hitters trying to move screens from your pocket to your eyes.
And honestly, the stats back up the hype. In 2025, the smart eyewear market is valued at around $18.44 billion. By 2034, almost $98 billion. That's more than a 5x increase in under a decade. Huge growth.
Those numbers are wild. And what's really driving that? It's not just the tech getting better, it's the convergence. AI, AR, wearable computing. It's the idea that glasses could become the next smartphone.
Right. We're at the edge of what some analysts are calling the post-phone era. Not because phones are dead, but because glasses could be more convenient in a lot of situations.
Let's talk devices. Meta's Ray-Ban smart glasses, for example, sold over 2 million units in 2024 alone. That's a 210% year-over-year growth spike. That's not hobbyist level, that's legit consumer traction.
And they're not even AR heavy yet. They're more like enhanced audiovisual glasses with Meta AI on board, but it proves people are comfortable putting computers on their face when they're well designed.
Fashion first, tech second. That was the mistake Google Glass made. Meta's approach with Ray-Ban is more subtle, and it's working.
Then you've got Google's Android XR initiative. That's more ambitious. They're building an entire OS for spatial computing across both glasses and headsets.
Yeah, the OS is supposed to support everything from AR glasses to full-on VR like Samsung's upcoming Muhan headset. It's all built on Android XR with Gemini AI integrated.
Gemini is a big deal here. Imagine real-time assistant overlays. You're looking at a restaurant and your glasses say, 4.6 stars on Yelp, top dish is the truffle burger.
That's the dream, right? Live, contextual info. Not just a mini phone screen. Something smarter.
And Apple? They're moving slowly but methodically. We've got Vision Pro now, super high-end, $3,500. But insiders are saying they're working on lightweight AR glasses for 2026 or 2027.
Apple's always about timing. They wait for tech to be seamless before going mainstream. And if Apple Glass hits, the game changes, period.
Let's break this down for the audience. Imagine we're in 2030. You wake up, put on your AR glasses instead of checking your phone. You see your calendar, messages, the weather, right in your field of view.
You walk outside, the glasses give you GPS directions right on the street. You're listening to your playlist with spatial audio, taking video calls, translating signs in real time. All of that without pulling out your phone. That's not fantasy anymore. That's roadmap tech for Meta, Google, Apple, Xreal, and even Snap.
Speaking of Snap, they're working on next-gen specs with real AR capability and built-in AI. I think they're targeting 2026. Real-time translation, video capture, messaging.
And ByteDance, TikTok's parent company, is reportedly building their own XR glasses called Swan. Rumor is they're processing everything in a tethered puck to keep glasses light.
Tethered processing is smart. You offload battery and heat to a pocket device, and the glasses stay wearable all day.
So let's pause. We've got momentum, serious players, improving hardware, but are glasses really going to take over phones?
Not yet. Smartphones are too good, too essential. The battery life, the app ecosystem, the camera quality, it's unbeatable today, but the glasses are catching up.
It's an evolution, not a replacement. In 2025 to 2027, glasses will be accessories. By 2030, maybe alternatives. By 2040, possibly the new standard.
Let's get into the use cases next. What glasses do better than phones and where they still fall short?
So let's kick off this section by flipping the usual tech debate. What do smart glasses already do better than smartphones? First thing, contextual information. Phones can show you stuff, but glasses can overlay it right on your world. Think heads-up displays.
Exactly. It's about when and where the info appears. That's a new layer of computing, spatial computing.
Navigation's another big one. Trying to follow GPS on your phone while biking or walking through a new city, glasses make it seamless. Arrows floating on the pavement.
Real-time translation. You're traveling in Tokyo and every sign is instantly translated and re-rendered in your language.
Or live subtitles for conversations. That's a game changer for the hearing impaired and for international travel.
Content capture too. First-person video, streaming, all hands-free.
That's something Meta is pushing hard. Tap the side of your frames, capture a photo, or start streaming.
Creators love that. TikTok, YouTube Shorts, these formats thrive on that raw, immersive feel.
And health and productivity? Smart prompts to move, reminders triggered by location.
But of course, limitations exist. Battery life is a big one. Most glasses last just a few hours.
Field of view too. Current AR visuals are narrow, floating windows. Not immersive, not cinematic.
Privacy is another hurdle. Recording people without consent, big trust gap.
App ecosystems are shallow. There's no app store for AR yet. Still early.
But for everyday, light contextual computing, glasses are already punching above their weight.
Let's pivot to enterprise because that's where the adoption is really happening. Smart glasses in the workplace. This is where they're actually delivering real ROI.
Logistics, huge. DHL uses smart glasses to help with warehouse order picking. 25% efficiency gain.
Field services, remote guidance through smart glasses. A mechanic can get real-time overlays on what to do next.
Healthcare is leveraging them in surgery. Doctors use them for referencing vitals, scans, without looking away.
And in manufacturing, they overlay instructions right onto the work environment. Boeing's experiment with AR cut production time by 25%.
And businesses accept the bulk. A belt pack, a tethered device, no problem if it saves money and improves safety.
Enterprises aren't worried about style. They want performance and ROI.
They're proving out use cases that will eventually go mainstream.
It's like how BlackBerry paved the way for the iPhone. Smart glasses are in their BlackBerry phase.
We're on the same path. Niche utility now, mass appeal later.
So let's get existential. If AR glasses become as common as smartphones, we're not just talking about new devices. We're talking about a shift in how we interact with reality.
Right, we're not just augmenting tasks, we're augmenting perception. You could have persistent digital layers over the real world, like every time you look at your kitchen counter, your smart assistant shows recipes based on what's in the fridge.
Or walking into a bookstore and seeing reviews float over every book. Or someone walks by and you see their name and LinkedIn profile, assuming they opt in.
That's the key word, opt in, because otherwise we're veering into dystopia, surveillance, information overload, cognitive fatigue.
It's funny, technology gives us more data, but it also fragments our attention. Glasses could make that worse or better depending on how UI and notifications are handled.
Contextual design becomes critical. You don't want to be bombarded with pop-ups while having a face-to-face conversation. You want AI to know when to shut up.
That's where multimodal AI comes in. Voice, eye tracking, gestures. It can gauge your intent and emotional state. If you look stressed, maybe it dims notifications. If you're bored, it suggests something engaging.
Which raises another question. How much control are we giving up to algorithms? Are we becoming passive participants in our own reality?
I think there's a fine line. These tools should enhance, not replace human agency. But if you're relying on your glasses to remember everything, make decisions, filter your world, where's the line?
Philosophical but practical too. Kids born in 2030 might grow up never knowing a world without digital overlays. That's going to rewire how they learn, socialize, even how they see themselves.
Like digital identity as part of your actual identity. You're not just your face anymore. You're your filters, your preferences, your data trail.
And let's not forget bias. If your glasses are filtering reality through proprietary algorithms, what are you not seeing? What are you being nudged toward?
Who owns your view of the world? That's a question regulators are going to need to answer fast.
It's not just a tech issue. It's a social contract, and one that's moving faster than most of us can process.
Okay, let's bring it back to Earth a little bit. What do you think needs to happen in the next 5 years to avoid that dystopian trajectory?
Clear privacy standards, open ecosystems, transparent algorithms, and design that prioritizes human well-being, not just engagement.
You just described the opposite of every major platform today.
True, but the stakes are different now. Smart eyewear isn't a screen you check, it's something you live with. That demands higher standards.
Agreed. All right, let's take a short break and come back with part 5. We'll get into the competitive landscape, who's leading, who's lagging, and who might surprise us.
All right, let's talk players. Who's dominating right now and who's trying to play catch-up?
Well, Meta is surprisingly out front in consumer adoption. Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses are already shipping millions of units. They're not full AR yet, but they've cracked the code on comfort, design, and simplicity.
Right. Low-friction entry, audio, camera, voice assistant, boom. It's like the AirPods of your face, and people are actually wearing them.
Google's play is interesting, though. Android XR could be the unifying force that Android needed. An OS that can scale from phones to glasses to headsets, that's powerful.
Provided they get hardware partners on board, Samsung, Xreal, even Xiaomi. If Android XR becomes the default XR platform like Android was for phones, they could dominate.
Then there's Apple, the quiet giant. They dropped Vision Pro, got everyone hyped, but let's be real, it's $3,500 and bulky. It's not for everyday use.
But they play the long game. Apple Glass, if and when it drops, will be a game changer. You know their strategy. Wait, polish, dominate.
The question is, will they get there fast enough, or will Meta eat the mainstream first?
There's a window. If Apple doesn't drop something sleek by 2027, Meta and Google could grab critical market share.
And don't count out the dark horses. ByteDance is coming in hot with Swan. They've got hardware teams, AI, and the TikTok engine. That's a massive advantage.
TikTok native glasses could own the youth market. Imagine AR filters, real-time editing, and native TikTok overlays, hands-free.
Then there's Snap. They've been quietly iterating their specs. Rumors say next-gen models will have full-color AR and real-time computer vision.
Plus, they're already accepted in youth culture. That's no small feat. Acceptance is half the battle.
What about Xreal?
They've got credibility with developers and early adopters. Their displays are solid, they're pushing boundaries. But brand recognition is still low.
Still, their Aura project, first glasses on Android XR, that's a big milestone.
Agreed. Also, companies like Viture and Rokid are experimenting with dual displays, 3D video, and cinema modes. These are niche now, but could scale fast.
So let's rank this. In terms of momentum, Meta's out front, Google's platform has depth, Apple's got the brand, but not the product yet. ByteDance is sneaky strong, Snap's got cultural capital, and Xreal is the techie's favorite.
Exactly. The market's not settled. This isn't iOS versus Android. It's still Wild West, and that makes it exciting.
All right, coming up, we'll break down how these players differ in strategy. Ecosystem versus device first, open versus closed, AI-driven versus app-centric.
And we'll answer the big one. What does winning even mean in the smart glasses space?
I think it's ecosystem lock-in. Whoever owns the full stack, hardware, OS, services, AI, wins. That's the Apple model, and it's insanely hard to copy.
Totally. Look at how Apple uses iCloud, AirPods, iMessage. It's sticky. If they replicate that with AR, users won't switch.
But Meta's trying to counter with open-ish hardware and aggressive software integration. Their bet is AI first, not app first. You talk to your glasses, not tap them.
And Google? They're swinging for platform dominance. Android XR could become the Windows of spatial computing.
But that comes with fragmentation risk. Multiple hardware makers, inconsistent UX. It's what Android phones still deal with today.
ByteDance might try a content-first strategy, get people hooked with TikTok overlays and daily engagement, build stickiness through media.
Snap could do the same, but for smaller audiences. Their play might be style-first, culture-driven, like the Supreme with smart glasses.
Then there's monetization. Will people pay $500 plus for glasses, or will companies subsidize the hardware to monetize data and ads?
Probably both. Meta's already pushing toward ad-based models. Think AR billboards, branded filters, commerce integrations.
Apple, on the other hand, will likely avoid ads and go pure premium. They want you to pay more to avoid tracking.
And subscriptions are coming. Imagine Apple Vision Plus or Meta Pro Access. Pay monthly for features, cloud storage, or exclusive tools.
So we've got divergent models. Premium hardware, ad-supported wearables, AI as a service, even bundled entertainment.
The question is, which one will scale fastest without compromising user trust?
That's the trillion-dollar puzzle. People are tired of ads and data mining, but they also want cool tech and don't always want to pay up front.
If someone can balance affordability, ethics, and experience, they'll win this decade.
And winning doesn't just mean selling devices. It means becoming the default lens through which people see the world.
Well said. Up next, we'll project what the 2035 smart eyewear landscape might look like, who's still standing, who got acquired, and whether phones are still in our pockets.
So fast forward to 2035. What's the smart eyewear landscape look like if the trends hold?
I think we're going to see major consolidation. You'll have 3 or 4 dominant players, probably Apple, Meta, Google, and one surprise brand like ByteDance or Snap.
And what about hardware? Are people still using phones?
I think phones will still exist, but they'll be secondary devices. Glasses will be your primary interface for info, navigation, and real-time tasks. Phones might only come out for deep content creation or games.
So glasses take over the passive stuff, messages, directions, search, translation, and phones are more for productivity.
Exactly, like how laptops are for heavy work now, but most people live on their phones. Glasses will be the new default for light, ambient interaction.
And the tech will be so integrated by then. Think all-day battery, full voice and gesture control, seamless AI prompts, and social norms around when to use them.
Right, the social layer will be mature. You won't get weird looks for wearing AR glasses to a cafe. It'll be like AirPods were. Strange at first, now totally normal.
You'll also see more niche versions. Glasses for sports training, for cooking, for learning languages. Special purpose glasses that are modular or app-specific.
And I think by then, we'll have seen some shakeouts too. Some of today's big players might get absorbed. Maybe Snap sells to Apple, or ByteDance spins off its hardware unit.
Or someone entirely enters. Tesla, OpenAI, Sony. There's room for wildcards.
Also, government will get involved. There will be AR regulations about where you can wear glasses, what kind of data you can record, how ads are displayed.
That's inedible. If you can project a giant floating McDonald's logo over someone's front yard, there need to be rules.
And on the hardware side, we may see mixed reality contact lenses or retinal projection. Glasses might just be the bridge.
Okay, so let's take it full circle. In 2035, is the smartphone dead?
Not dead, but it's like your desktop computer now. Useful, powerful, but not central to daily life.
So the phone becomes your anchor and glasses your access point?
That's a perfect way to put it. And the companies that build the best bridge between those two worlds, they're the ones that last.
Coming up in our final segment, our boldest predictions. What no one's talking about now, but might define the next decade of smart eyewear.
All right, let's wrap this up with the wildest cards on the table. What's one thing no one's talking about, but could be huge?
Here's mine. Non-visual AR. Think auditory and haptic AR. Smart rings, earbuds, even clothing that creates spatial awareness without screens.
That's smart. Not everyone wants stuff in front of their eyes. A wearable that taps your wrist or speaks softly in your ear could be even more discreet. Exactly. A pair of glasses with no display, but ultra-precise audio and sensors could be your daily driver.
My wild card? Fully decentralized AR layers, built on blockchain, owned by users, not platforms. You walk down a street and what you see depends on the AR layer you subscribe to.
That's like multiverse meets metaverse, competing realities based on which system you're in. One for ads, one for art, one for activism.
And that leads into ethics. Who moderates those layers? Who decides what's disinformation in a visual-first world?
Big question, and bigger when AI is the curator. If my glasses are filtering the world based on what I think I like, that's a dangerous echo chamber.
Which is why ethics needs to be baked into the product, not added later. Transparency, consent, control, those aren't features, they're foundations.
Let's get bold. What's one prediction you'll stand by?
By 2040, at least one major country will mandate visual indicators on all AR glasses, like red LEDs, anytime they're recording, scanning, or overlaying content.
I'll go with this. By 2033, over 1 billion people will use smart glasses daily. Not just enthusiasts, but commuters, students, retail workers, parents, everyone.
Final thought. What's everyone getting wrong?
I think that smart glasses are about screens. They're not. They're about presence, replacing friction with flow, augmenting without interrupting.
Nailed it. It's not about replacing smartphones. It's about evolving the way we interface with the world. More natural, more human.
And hopefully, more thoughtful.
That's the hope.
All right, that's a wrap. Thanks for hanging out with us for this deep dive. If you're wearing smart glasses while listening, congrats. You're already in the future.
We'll see you, literally, in the next reality.
Have a good one.